Hello and welcome to Hawkstone on Sunday the 25th of July 1999 for a classic scramble which is being organised by the Shropshire Classic Club. This is my first visit to Hawkstone and I'm not too well up on classic scrambles, although I have filmed a couple earlier this year and some in previous years. Well, looking around the course here, I think we're in for a very special treat today. I've heard a lot about this famous hill climb. Not all the riders get to the top, and I don't think too many cameramen get there either. This is a lovely view from the hillside looking down over the course. At the moment it's a practice session going on. The first race starts at 1 o'clock and there are 22 races in total. We'll be finishing with the Rock Oil sponsored Grand Slam, and I believe there will be an interval after race 14. There are 7 different classes depending on the age and models of the bikes. I'll explain in more detail when the races start. And the riders in each class will have 3 races. Looking through the programme, I see that we've got over 200 riders. Of course, some of them will be going in different classes. Although the weather has been very hot and dry, the course looks in superb condition. Just a little bit of dust on the top of the hill there, but most of the course has been watered. Apart from that incredible hill climb, there's also some interesting spots on the course, some good jumps and a sand pit which I think might present a few problems. Number 96, that was Gareth Jones from Llanidloes, and 47, Tom Davis from Caersus. The 2 meetings I've been to earlier this year, Doman Hill, organised by the Border Classic Club, that was on the 2nd of May, and the other meeting was organised by the Mid Wales Classic Scrambles, and that took place at Abercamere on the 30th of May. This is the sand pit, which looks quite awesome at the moment, but the riders seem to be going round the outside. I suppose sooner or later someone will jump off the top. A lot of the organising for this event has been done by Terry and Maggie Challoner. Now, we will see Terry a little later on. He's in his usual yellow outfit, and I think he goes in race 3. Terry is number 1. Other names to look out for are Mick Andrews, who's number 16. Arthur Browning, he's number 8. Number 375 is Dave Roper, he's from Halstead. Steve Fry, another rider to look out for, he's number 20. And have you seen number 36, that's Simon Cheney? He'll go well this weekend. 144 is Kevin Reid. Don't forget now Gareth Jones from Llanidloes. Gareth is number 96 and his son Edward is number 311. Number 371 there was Peter Richards. He's from Redruth and I think he goes in race 7. Here's Arthur Browning eyeing up the opposition. I think at this meeting 12 months ago he had quite a nasty accident, but he looks fit today. The practice sessions are now over and there's a few minutes to go before we start the racing, so let's take a look at some of these bikes. Mike Jones from Newtown, he's number 301 and rides a Yamaha 125. The BSA 650 1959 model belongs to Dick Sinkins and he goes in race 1. A couple of Hondas here. Number 141, that belongs to Andrew Story and it's a Honda 250. Oh, this is a nice machine, but looks rather odd around the front there. Oh, I can see now the fuel tank is down on the ground. Eddie Matthews from Thatcham is number 85 and I'm not sure if he hasn't got 2 bikes here. A Royal Enfield, and this one is for sale. The model 1953 and that's about the price of it too. Oh dear, someone's had a bit of an accident. His finger's bandaged up. Some last-minute modifications to Jim Ames' bike. He'll have to hurry up. He goes in race 1. I think this is number 40, a Bultaco 250, owned by James Parker from Preston.
He's not in my race.
A matchless Matisse in bits at the moment. It belongs to Jimmy Smed, and I see in the programme he's from Denmark. I can hear some tapping somewhere. Oh, I thought it was a blacksmith for a moment. That must be a relaxing job. I wonder who bends the pegs for him. A little advert coming up, Red Marley Hill Climb. I haven't heard about it, but it takes place next year on Easter Monday. That's the 24th of April. Ray Everett from Oswestry, I remember seeing him at Abercrombie. He goes in race 1 and also race 4. He's got 2 bikes here today. A 500cc Triumph Matisse owned by Alan Cockerton. Now he goes in race 5. A Mako Dot owned by Mike Sumnall. He'll be out in race 4.
Well, the first sale is now taking place, and there's not an awful lot of them. Thanks, figure that done.
Number 20, a Triumph 500 owned by Steve Fry from Wimborne. I remember at Abercrombie he had a very good day. He won all 3 of his races. Number 14, that was a BSA 500 belonging to Phil Fry. Nick Lane doing a bit of work on his Montesa and maybe changing the gear in. Perhaps a few of these riders are worried about that hill climb. If they are short of 1 or 2 bits, they haven't got to worry. There's plenty of equipment for sale here. Pete Eddy was expecting rain. I don't think he'll sell too many waterproof coats. Here are some of the riders getting ready for the first race. 161, Jim Ames. He's got the bike back together. 192 there was Philip Frog. And wearing the Triumph shirt, Harvey St Clair, he's from Oxford. Inspecting the starting gates, Gareth Jones and his son Robert, they're going in the later races. Oh, I've just seen Mick Murphy. Get some good photographs and out for the cover. Mick is taking a few photographs for the cover of the video box. He's done some for me recently and they're very good. These are the riders going in the first race. It's a pre-1960 Unlimited. Mick Andrews is number 16. He must be one of the favourites. 335, Adrian Dickerson. Number 17 there, that's Phil Gittins. He's from Hay-on-Wye. And now they're coming out of the Parc Fermé. 197, Robin Staple. 260, Neil Vanston. 375, Dave Roper. He's from Halstead. 178, I saw there. That's Terry Doman. Number 86, Willie Gordon. 126 is D. Mitchell. He's from Coxheath. And there's the lineup. The starter, I believe, is John Powys, and he's telling the riders to look this way because they'll see a light in front of me here somewhere. When that light goes on, they're under starter's orders. And they're under starter's orders now. And away they go for this first race at Hawkstone. It was a white shirt out in front. And in the distance, the riders negotiate in the sandpit. We'll pick up the leader in a moment. It is someone wearing a white shirt. It's number 199, Gary Bennyman, followed by number 260, that's Neil Vanston. And Phil Gittins, number 17, he was in about 6th or maybe 7th place. Well over 30 riders in this race. Is that number 10? I think it may be a change in the programme. And as they come round on lap 2, it's Gary Bennyman from Shrewsbury, the leader. He had a good time at Abercomere, had 2/3 and a first that weekend. Phil Gittins riding a Trips of 500. The sand pit over there, not too much of a problem at the moment. Richard Harris riding an Enfield 500, a 1955 model. This is Paul Manton, still warming the bike up. The leader, Gary Bennyman, on lap 3, only one more lap to come. Neil Vanston in second place, then it's number 375, Dave Roper, and Mick Andrews is fourth. I don't think Mick got off to a very good start in this one. The sand pit doesn't look quite as steep as it did first thing this morning. That was Ken Robson, 337. We saw him a few moments ago. It's Richard Harris. Robin Staple on the 600cc HAS. I'm still not sure of that number 10. It's the last lap and Gary Bennyman is on his way to victory. In second place, Neil Vanston, and a close third, that's Dave Roper. And I think that was number 161, Jim Ames. So what's happened to Mick Andrews? Mick is all in black, that wasn't him. John Badup, number 370. Number 498, that was Alan Cox. That was Andy Cam on the BSA Gold Star, and I think he'll finish in the top 10. Adam Purdom, he's from Penrith. So the first race has been won by Gary Bennyman with Neil Vanston second. Then Dave Roper finished third, and I think it was Jim Ames in fourth place. Harvey Sinclair not going to get in the top 10. Here's the lineup for race 2, pre-1974 and up to 250cc's. And away they go. It was someone wearing a red shirt who took up the lead. It's number 79, Gavin Young from Telford. He's riding a Honda 250. And second, I think, was number 40, James Parker. Wearing the Crook Suzuki shirt, I think, was Doug Wardle, and just in front of him, Nick Lane. And they're about to tackle the hill for the first time. The accessible parts of the climb have been watered, but it's dusty near the top, and I think someone has come off. And there's another bike against the side. There's only one way to get from there, and that's back down the hill. That was number 75, Robert Buglas. And the leader, Gavin Young, has just gone past. He'll soon be finishing lap 2. In second place, James Parker on the Bull Taco, and those two seem to have pulled away from the rest of the field. Third is number 211, that's Chris Castles, followed by John Littler. Then it was Rob Mycock. .395, that was Pete Dawson. I think he rode at Doman Hill. That's Peter Richards on the CZ. He's from Redruth. Michael Weaver, number 708. Gavin Young seems to have got this first race sewn up, but there's still one more lap to come. He's increased his lead on James Parker. And who's in third place? I think it's John Littler. The man in the green shirt was Chris Castles. Doug Wardle, 122. I'm sure he was at Abercomere. And someone there is in quite a hurry. I know it doesn't look it, but that hill climb is very steep indeed. Damien Williams riding an AJS Stormer. And it's thumbs up for Gavin Young, the winner of this first race for the pre-1974s. Second, number 40, James Parker. And John Littler finishes in third place, just ahead of Rob Mycock. Dave Fisher was fifth and Chris Castle in sixth place. Now the lineup for race 3, pre-1965 unit and all 4 strokes over 250cc's. Number 1 in white is Chris Horsfield. And number 1 in yellow, Terry Challoner. This is going to be some sort of a race. Mick Andrews also goes in this one. Look out for Steve Fry, he's number 20. And away they go. I think it was Mick Andrews out in front. The leaders going up the hill climb. We'll pick them up again in a moment. I can see Terry Challoner and he's down the field a little bit. And here's the leader coming in to start lap 2. It's Steve Fry from Wimborne. He won all his races at Abercomere. In second place, it's number 16. That's Mick Andrews. And those two have pulled away from the rest. Terry Challoner making up some ground. It's just a bit dusty up there. Number 39, Dave Godley on a BSA 500. Philip Frog being followed by Richard Bird. This is one place where you don't want to miss a gear. Number 33, that's Jim Evans, and he's from Newquay. And as they start the last lap, the leader is Steve Fry from Mick Andrews in second place, and I think Mick has closed the gap a little. It's going to be a good race for Mick to win now. That's Jim Aim riding an Arcadian 650. Number 44, can't find his name at the moment. Barry Townend is number 23, he's from Shrewsbury. That's Richard Bird again. He's got the best part of a lap to go yet, but the race is over and the winner, Steve Fry, number 20, from Mick Andrews in second place. Terry Challoner coming in third place. He didn't get off to a very good start. If you remember, he was on the bottom end of the blocks, and I think he might change that position for the next race. Finishing in fourth place is number 185, Doug Sherborne. Number 33 is Jim Evans. I think he's a lap down on the others. And number 1, Chris Horsfield, finishes in fifth place. Now we're going to race 4, which again is pre-1965 unit and all 4 strokes over 250cc's. But this is the B class. Who should we look out for? Well, Simon Cheney is number 36. 81 is Grant Horsfield. I think he's quick. They'll soon be under starters' orders. Watch for the light. And away they go. It's a little bit of a jump to get over the gates. I think it was the white shirt out in front. It was Simon Cheney riding the Cheney BSA. In second place, Grant Horsfield. Oh, someone bounced around a bit then. He was on the right-hand side. He still managed to keep going, though. Oh, dear. Well, I don't know what's happened there, but it's a bit of a pile-up. And here's the leader, Simon Cheney. Now, will it be clear for him to go up the hill? The yellow flag is up, and someone is coming down the hill. And what on earth is that? It isn't someone's head, is it? Oh, no, thank goodness. I think it's a helmet. In second place, number 81, Grant Horsfield. I'm not sure who was third. And those first four riders have pulled away from the rest. Someone over there going back out onto the course, and just next to me here is number 3, David Cooper. He can't start the bike. Don't worry, David, you can come out for the next one. Number 12, that's Matt Taylor from Bath on a BSA Victor. And all the bodies and bikes have been removed from the hill climb. But there's a yellow flag out up there. 99 was John Cashnella. And that's the leader, Simon Cheney, on the final lap. He's got this race sewn up. In second place, Grant Horsfield. And third is number 412, Mark Gessie. And in fourth place, Alan Wright from Solihull. One, 3, 4 is Peter Gerrard riding a Cheney Triumph. He's from Cambridge. On a BSA 350, that was Adam Purdom. Number 12, Matt Taylor, followed by Mike David. 614 is Ray Edmonds. And Chris Dawson on the BSA, he was number 24. Followed by Jim Hodgkinson. Those riders are starting their last lap, and Simon Cheney has just finished his, and he's won this race. In second place, Grant Horsfield, and coming in third, that's number 412, Mark Gessie. In fact, I think he was third from the very start. These next two riders have both been lapped. It's 404, Gary Solf, and 139, Raymond McManus. Number 97, Alan Wright finishing. He's in fourth place. And I think that was 99, John Cashnella. The commentator here today is Ron Lippett. You can hear him on the loudspeaker, and apparently he's been doing this job for 21 years. I think there'll be a little presentation for him later on. The riders are in the paddock for race 5, pre-1965, pre-unit over 250cc's, and it's for the Brian Nadin Memorial Challenge Trophy. Arthur Browning goes in this one, also Dave Roper, Phil Gittins, Kevin Reed, he's number 144. That's Arthur going out. I think we'd better get across to the starting line. They're under orders and away they go. And I'm afraid we've lost them in a cloud of dust. And as we pick them up on this first lap, the leader is number 144, Kevin Reed from Staines. And it looks as though he slipped the rest of the field. In second place, Arthur Browning. Third, Roger Dunford, number 19. Then it's Dave Roper. That's number 215 Warren Manton on a 650 Matisse. We're back with the leader on lap 2. It's Kevin Reed on the Cheney Triumph 500. And where's the man in second place? It's still Arthur Brown in, but the gap is getting bigger. Then it's Roger Dunford and Dave Roper very close. And who's next? Well, I can't read the number, but wearing the green shirt, was that Chris Castles? And in red, that was number 18, Jimmy Smed. Remember, he's from Denmark. Was that 68, Stephen Breen? Alan Cockerton, number 237, he's from Birkenhead. And number 9 was Willie Dalling. Warren Manton going a bit wide on the corner. And Richard Bird on more or less the same line. The leader, Kevin Reed, about to start the final lap. Arthur Brown in second place. Then it's Roger Dunford, followed by Dave Roper. It's going to be close there. That was Lee Mitchell-Moore from Exeter, number 414. Brian Bontag, I was going to say he's cornering well, but not on this one. He did a very good forward roll. He'll get a lot of points for that. The yellow flag is up. Brian not in a very good spot at the moment. That's 270 going through, and it was Philip Matthews. Brian was quick to get off the course. That's Kevin Reed going in to take the checkered flag. He's going to win the pre-65 pre-unit class. And who's in second place? It should be Arthur Browning. Yes, it is Arthur, but right on his tail, it's Dave Roper. Can Dave get past Big Arthur? I don't know. He's left it a little bit too late, I think. Very close, but second place goes to Arthur Browning, Dave Roper third, and in fourth place Roger Dunford. And what a battle for fifth between Chris Castles and Stuart Bowden. I've met Stuart at Enduros. He and his father used to ride sidecar classes. In fact, Gary Bowden has been British champion in the sidecar classes for I don't know how many years. He used to be partnered by Paul Manning. Back to the classic machines. This is race 6 pre-1965 and up to 250 cc's. And they're just about to come under starters orders. Notice a couple of these riders are quite a long way from the gate. They've got their back wheels against the boards. It worked well for some, but Bob Butler is still on the line. It might go better, Bob, if you get it in gear. And as we pick them up out on the course, the leader wearing a white shirt, I think it's Simon Cheney. Remember, Simon won race 4, that was for over 250s. He's got off to a flying start. He's going to take some catching in this one. And here he comes down into the tabletop. He's the leader. In second place, Rob Jones from the Nidlois on a BSA 250. He went well at Abbey Camere. Darren Perry in third place. Doug Sherborne fourth. 335 was Adrian Dickerson. And that's Mike Sumnall on the dot. Bob Butler cruising round on this lap. He got off to a very slow start, remember. Simon Cheney halfway round on lap 2, and just look at the lead he's got. Rob Jones trying to stay in touch. And now in third place it's Doug Sherborne. And fourth, number 251, Michael Woods, he's from Reading. 362, Sam Smith, I'm not sure who's in front of him. Out of the dust comes David Farnell, followed by Dave Godley, and wearing the red shirt, that was Colin Snell. I'm sure I can hear another bike. Oh, there it is over there. That's not on the course.
249, Colin Hickey, I told you he was...
Bob Butler on his second circuit, and Simon Cheney is about to lap him.
48, Paul Evans.
The rider from Llanidloes in second place, it's Rob Jones. At Abercrombie he had a fourth, a second, and then a first. And who's in third place? It's Doug Sherborne. Doug riding a BSA 250.
251.
Michael Woods fourth. And in the distance, Simon Cheney coming in to win this pre-65 up to 250cc class. Quite an easy win too. In second place, Rob Jones. And there's a bit of a gap between him and the rider in third place, Doug Sherborne.